Okay, and welcome to episode 5 of the Football Manager journey with Newport County. We're currently within League 1 and we're looking to move out of relegation places where we're currently sitting, and we're looking to try and push on to finishing around 15th to 19th for our first season. The board have set the expectation on us avoiding relegation or being in and around that relegation battle, and I'd like to avoid relegation myself in a safe manner and try to finish above the relegation places in a respectable place. At the moment, after 3 games, we picked up no points. We have -5 goal difference, and we have changed the tactics on multiple occasions during games and before games, and we're yet to find out where we are in terms of what we're doing to approach games, and what our tactical approach is going to be and how we're going to adapt throughout the season ahead. If you've been following on the previous episodes, brilliant, because you know where we're at and you know what we're going to do to continue following and be part of this journey. So here we are for PC, Xbox Game Pass, playing Football Manager 2021. I am Red Tonto 13. You can find me on Twitter and YouTube, and we're ready to get straight into this episode 5 of this Football Manager journey with Newport County. So it's 6 days away until we play MK Dons away from home. We're going to try and hopefully turn our fortunes around and pick up our first point, hopefully first 3 points as well of the season in League 1. I definitely want to try and get some points on the scoreboard sooner rather than later, because I think it's going to be a case of if we don't pick up points now, then we know it's going to be a slow grudge with the rest of the season to go on. There's plenty of games and plenty of points to pick up. There's certainly a lot of areas for us to focus on, especially determined and entirely focusing on League 1 surviving relegation. So I believe if we pick up the points now and try to use this as a foundation to build upon, it's going to make life easier for us in what's going to follow in the next few weeks, few months, and games to come. If we don't pick up any points in our first 5 to 7 games, then it's definitely going to be a cause for concern, and the board and the players are not going to be happy, and they're going to be wondering what's going on as well. So they're going to put the pressure on dependent upon how we perform in the next few games. They're obviously going to be observing performances, and the players are also going to be looking to turn things around and certainly wanting to do it for each other. But then they're also going to be questioning management as to whether the tactical approach is right and how we're preparing for games and how training is taking place. So it's all on the management at this moment in time. The players have the expectation that they are going to be in a relegation battle this year, especially after not expecting to have got promoted. After hard work in Season 2, in our second season, it led to the team being promoted, and we find ourselves in League 1. So this was an unexpected promotion. Obviously the players understand that it was unexpected and they expect to be in that relegation fight. So the expectations are realistic at this moment in time. Obviously players aren't going to be happy if they're continuing to lose games all season round, and they're certainly going to be wanting to try and stay within League 1, because there's many perks for a player remaining in League 1, such as the opportunity of earning more money because they're playing in a higher league, because of the sponsorship and all the commercial revenue that the club get to bring in by being in the higher league. And it's certainly a case that they can move to another club within that league after trying to impress or trying to negotiate to play for a bigger club within the league. So it has its many perks, and they can remain in that League 1 and hopefully continue to remain in there personally for themselves for the long term, or that they can try to find a move to the Championship or possibly higher. But for a player from League 2 coming into League 1, this is significant for them. They're obviously going to be wanting to remain in League 1. They're not going to be wanting to be relegated back to League 2, or they're not going to be content with it. And if they are content, then obviously they want an easier life by just playing League 2 football, collecting their wage, and then just continuing to play for the club within a respectable manner for themselves, which isn't too bad if you want a life where you can just play football and get on with it, especially for a profession. But if you want to challenge yourself and move forward, it's all about playing in higher leagues and what challenges come next. So here we are away from home. We're playing MK Dons. We're not off to a bad start at the moment. I would like us to try and turn our fortunes around and get off to a good start. If we can take the lead, that's certainly going to be a great benefit to us. as we don't want to be chasing the lead. We want to start off games nice and strong. We want to try and be in them, and we want to certainly try and get the first goal and put ourselves in an advantage. So here we are within this game. We're at 0-0 so far within 10 minutes in. We need to try and retain possession of the ball better. Suddenly we've given it away, and Dwight Gale has picked up on that. We're now 1-0 down. We have 3 shots, but we're not doing well. We obviously, as you can see here from MK Dons, they've only needed the 1 shot to score, and now they're 1-0 up. Within 3 shots, we've had none on target, and therefore that's a result as to why we're not scoring. And obviously, that's why we have let the opposition get in here. So obviously, we need to be more clinical. We need to take our chances more. We need to tighten up on the defence, and we need to retain possession. We also need to maintain our shape when out of possession. So therefore, we can calculate as well as be prepared for any counter-attacks or attacking movements from the opposition. We need to set up quicker because we're not doing that so well at the moment, but we're just conceding too many goals. Is this a question of the tactical approach, or is it a question that the players aren't good enough to be at the League One standard? Can they deal with the attacking threats that come from opposition teams within this league? Do they have the ability to adapt to the league and step up, or are they just League 2 standard? And do we need to look at the transfer market or look to bring in loan players? But if we do bring in loan players, is it a question of them having a lack of experience and therefore not that game time within the league? So is that going to continue to cost us? Or will they come in and add depth or add quality, add rotation, or cover up our problems? So it's all to see within what we're going to do over the next few weeks. Can we change things, whether it's tactically? Is it down to the players? What can we do in the transfer market? What players are available on a loan or free transfer? And it's a lot to do on a very small budget. That's why this is going to be such an interesting series, because it's going to be how we manage our resources. It's going to be how we can turn things around. It's going to be what we can do to stay in League One. How can we make more money? Are we going to improve the academy players and have more assets available? What can we have a good cup run? What can we do commercially? So there's plenty of avenues for us to go down. There's plenty of areas for us to explore. Obviously, I would like us to try and stay in League One, and we can try and build upon our performances and the squad that we have within this league, as well as the way we're looking at playing. At the moment, obviously, you can see we've not made any tactical changes as such because we are in the game only 1-0 down, but we're not performing well enough. We're not scoring. We need someone to go out and score for us, and that is exactly what's costing us at the moment. We just haven't got anyone that is scoring for us, and we're averagely performing 6.4, 6.5. So does this show that the players can't step up to League One? They were performing very well in League 2, and perhaps that's their standard. Perhaps in League 1 they're not performing, but could this again be down to tactical elements? Are they underperforming because the tactic isn't allowing them to perform? Is the other team setting up well enough to prevent us from playing so well, or playing the game that we'd like to play? So for example, this season we've come up after having a very good season in League 2, finishing second, dominating many matches, getting some great wins, scoring goals, and now suddenly our tactic isn't working within this league. So do we have to be more defensive? Do we have to be more direct? Do we have to cut out some of our attacking principles? So it's all going to be areas that we're going to consider over the next few weeks. Not good enough to lose 1-0, but I'd rather lose 1-0 than 3-4-0. So we're in a position where we're only losing by 1, and if we could cut out conceding that goal, then it would be 0-0 and we can take the point, and that is a place for us to look forward to first. Then when we can sharpen up our defence, then we can look to go forward and build on our attacking elements and hopefully score a few goals which will nick the 3 points for us. I'm not happy that the fact that we're on a losing run. Obviously players' confidence will be down at the moment, which isn't good enough. But we're at home now to Ipswich Town, and I really hope that we can gain a point here and put on the first point on the table for us and in the bag. I really want to try and gain these points sooner rather than later, because I don't want to be struggling and missing out on perhaps staying up because of a measly 1 or 2 points. If we can pick them up now, it's going to be the most important thing for us. Every point matters, and it could all turn around for us. I'd like to stay at Newport County. they're my boyhood club, and that's who I support. And obviously, I'd like to continue a long-term save with them. I think it's such an interesting saving project with them, especially trying to turn around their fortunes, especially trying to build on the fact that they have no stadium of their own. Um, whether we can improve the players that we have, whether we can improve our financial situation, can we sign bigger sponsors, can we find a training base that actually belongs to us or is of a higher standard. What cup could potentially we go on and win a cup? Could we have great cup runs and continue what Newport County have been doing in real life in terms of this simulation? Could we improve the coaching team or expand it? What resources we have available? So it's all very interesting, and that's one of the many things that Newport County has. It has great foundations, and it has a lot of areas for improvement and growth, which is really, really interesting. And I suppose if you look at it from a real life point of view and you were involved, then it's a magnificent project to be involved in, because there's so much to keep improving and growing at the club. It's going to keep you busy, it's going to keep you involved in a lot of areas. There's going to be a lot of appraisal all the time. There's going to be a lot of pressure, obviously, because there's going to be a lot of scrutiny around the fact whether you're performing or not, and therefore, whether this comes down commercially or down to the sponsors, etc., on their demands and agreements, and as to whether you're living up to them. So therefore, whether they're going to pay out, how will this affect the wage budget, financial structure of the club? Will it prevent growth in these areas? Then will it come down to the chairman? What decisions is he going to make? Can we retain players? What players are we retaining? Are we going to be more reliant on the youth academy, or are we going to be reliant on free signings, short-term signings, 6 month to 1 year deals, or with perhaps extensions? So it's all down to contracts involved as well. What clauses are in there? Would there then be pressure on the academy to be pushing players through and having those players available for the first team? And if they are coming through to the first team, then they're being scrutinised. How do the academy manage this? And if they're not good enough for the first team, then the questions will come down to the academy management and coaching, philosophy, principles, etc. Because then the players aren't standing up to the required need of the first team, which is especially needed on the lack of available budget to invest in the first team and go out and make those signings. So here we are at home to Ipswich Town. I really hope that we can get 3 points on the scoreboard, but if not, I would definitely like the 1 point and try to put our first point on the league table for us, especially at home. I want a good run at home. That's the one thing that I definitely pride myself on, is having a good home run and being more of a fortress at home, so teams absolutely fear coming here. So even if they're top of the table and we're, say, sat 18th, I want top of the table team to come knowing that, Newport County, they're very difficult to turn over at home. They've had some good results at home this season. Even though they're sat 18th, most of their losses have come on the road, or they've been very unfortunate to lose at home. Teams have come here to Rodney Parade and they found it difficult to break Newport County down. They found it difficult to score goals, and if they have, it's been by luck or it's been by the odd mistake here. But Newport County have put together some good runs at home, and that's what I want Newport County to be prided on, and certainly it would help them. But suddenly here we are, 37 minutes into the game, 1-0 down to Ipswich Town. Again, 3 shots from them, 3 on target, and they've been clinical in that by scoring. We've had 6 shots, 2 on target, and we just haven't scored. So is it a case of that these players aren't good enough for this league? That they're struggling to make their opportunities or struggling to get their shots off? That they're not able to score? Or that the goalkeeper is of higher standard required to score against than the goalkeepers we were up against in League 2? Can these players stand up to it? We're reliant on a lot of our existing long-term players which have been with the club, and we're reliant on a lot of young players which have come through on loan from us. Again, we're in the game only 1-0 down, but we're not doing well enough. We're not scoring, and that's what's costing us. The fact that we're not scoring is really costing us at this moment in time, because we need someone to go out there and we need them to ping in 1 or 2 goals, and we need to get in the game, and we certainly need to get these points on the scoreboard, and we need to be taking draws and wins. It's not good enough that we're not scoring. And if the defence are trying their hardest not to concede, and they concede 1 here and 1 there, and it's going to happen from time to time, even the best defences do it, then if we're not scoring, then it's a case of you're guaranteed to go down because your defenders are conceding and you're just not scoring. And it's just everything is collapsing all around you, and it's just we've changed tactic here, and it's just nothing is happening. There's just no mojo. There's just this deadness about it. There's just nothing happening. No one's grabbing the game, and no one's trying to push themselves. They seem to be comfortable with this average performance that is being provided, and it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. So again, it looks like this is going to be a loss, another loss on the board, 7 games in. It's really starting to worry me, as well as probably the board and the fans. I really do hope the board let me stay in charge on the basis that I have won League 2, that I am loyal, that I love the club, that I have turned down job offers, and that they consider that the players aren't good enough, and we don't have the resources available to have gone in and invested in the best players or better players for this league, and that realistically that's where it needs to come from. So by keeping me in charge financially, it's going to be beneficial to the club, as well as the fact that the club need to consider what it's doing from a board level and what finances are available. What commercial avenues can it go down, what structure is available in terms of wage budget, transfer budget, and the fact that I have brought them up, knowing that if we do get relegated, I am the manager to bring them up again, and that they remain loyal to me like I've remained loyal to them, turning down jobs over the next few weeks. But we're at home again now in the Papa John's Trophy Southern Section Group A against Aston Villa under 23s. We do have to consider the size of Aston Villa compared to Newport County, and this is their reserve squad. So they're also a Premier League team. They do have quite a few players which are seemingly in their first team of a good quality. So whether these first team players who aren't playing are put into their 23s and are Premier League players available in this game, this is going to be potentially a tough game for us. Obviously, if we're losing to a Premier League reserve team, then that would be it wouldn't be an expectation to go on and beat them. The expectation would be that we're within the game at least, and if we won, great, amazing. It's definitely gonna be a great benefit for us, and there's going to be a lot taken away from it. If we lose, then perhaps that's where the expectation was, and that we shouldn't expect anything more, and we should be realistic where we are. So it's going to be a tough game. I would like to try and take a win, and hopefully we can. It'd be our first win of the season, and it would uplift the boys. And if we are struggling in League 1, can we have a good cup run here to go and make something of the season, to try and get something from another avenue out of it? So it's definitely going to be interesting. Oh, there we are. I've completed my Continental Pro, so that's good, great for me. It's great for the club. Obviously, you want our head of youth dev to complete his Pro, State C, which he is studying at the moment. We have Jason Windsor, our head of performance analysis, studying for his Pro. Hats, our assistant's on a Pro. Our loan manager, Daniela, is on a Pro. Damien Broad, ex-academy boss, on a Pro. Paul Ashworth, Pro. Pipe, he's a fitness coach. It's a shame that you can't send fitness coaches on their coaching licenses through the game. I think that you should have the option available to send them on, because realistically that they would have badges. Not necessarily all the time, because you don't realistically need a UEFA A to be a fitness coach, because you might not specialise in that side of the game, and that a club might come and approach you for being one of the top fitness coaches in the local area, or you've got a good reputation because you've built up a good fitness brand, etc. So you may not have those coaching licenses. I just wish the game would have that available as a feature. James Holman, our goalkeeping coach, Pro license. Same for the performance analysts. I just wish you could send them on the coaching license, or have that available as a function or feature, because they could, there may be one or two that end up moving on from being an analyst to a first team coach, because that's the side of the game that they might go down in real life, or that they might have more awareness by studying for their coaching licenses, or you have more of an experienced first team, or if you're short on coaches, then you might bring your analysts in to support the coaching style. But anyway, I just think that should be a feature that's available to have the potential to send them on. For example, David Pipe would be a great asset to move from fitness coach to actual coach, and in the game I feel that he would turn that down. But if he was on a coaching course, so it would be great to put David Pipe into a first team coaching position, dependent on where we were and the opportunity available, because he is an ex-player, he knows the club through and through, and it would be great personal progression for him. And it'd be great for us to move him into a coaching position and look to bring a different fitness coach in. But here we are, 1-0 down at home to Aston Villa under 23s. I'm not expecting to have won this game. I just would have liked to get more out of it, and I would like us to have taken something from it, or just found some confidence, or just scored, because it's just obviously seeming, despite who we're playing and the level of the team that we're playing, or the level of competition, regardless, we are absolutely struggling to score goals. We're really struggling to, and we're just not taking our chances well enough. We're getting shots on target, but we're not clinical, we're not scoring, and it's really, really costing us at this moment in time. We need to do better, we need to score more, and it's just not good enough at the moment in time. Well, there we are, but luckily that was disallowed. We just need to score. We just don't have the scoring element about us. We just don't have those players available. Twormley and Collins have both come out of the academy at League 2 standard, and they both, could end up playing for National League or just in the League 2, and they're just, they're not going to make. They're going to really struggle against League 1 teams or Premier League reserve players. And it's just they're not scoring well enough. And we need to be realistic in the quality that they've come out of. Yes, they've come out of a very good academy. Yes, they are good players and do have quality. And I have the utmost respect for them, especially in real life as well. I'm just on about in the basis of the game itself that they haven't stepped up. And they're really struggling in the quality that's in front of them. And that they could in real life. They could end up having a season in League 1 and they could not make it at that level. They could go down to the National League or League 2 and they could end up scoring 20-odd goals a season. And that's the level they could be at. And that's the level that their career could be focused at, and that they could enjoy that. And that went over time with more experience and the continued quality and growth, that if they did go back into League 1 or there was an opportunity to, then they'd have that experience compared to now that would allow them to remain in League 1 or play at that level to be scoring goals. But at this moment in time, we're just really struggling. We have Yannick Toure and Will Swan both on loan. We have Hugo Wirth on loan. We have Dom Telford, and every one of these players is struggling. We're just really struggling. It's just we're just not finding goals from any area. We're just conceding goals, and it's just we're really struggling. And I think it's a basis that we do have a lot of young strikers, and they are out on loan, and perhaps that League 2 standard is the standard that they're at realistically. We're just really struggling for a clinical striker at the moment, and that's all we need. We need someone who can come in and be scoring goals or popping them off, or just to be making a difference to our attack. But at the moment we're bringing players on and they're not really making much difference to our attacking elements. And if we're not scoring, then regardless, if our defence does its job and keeps the clean sheets and prevents goals from going in, the only thing we're going to get is draws. And if we're getting draws, yeah, that's good because we're getting points on the board. But at the end of the day, that's not good enough either. So again, another loss on the board. It's just not good enough for us this year at the moment. We're really, really struggling. And the games aren't going to get easier. So it's where we're going to go from here. We have Yannick Toure now, 21 years of age. He's got a lot of potential. He's on loan from a Premier League club. and he just hasn't scored a single goal in 7 games, and he's in a clinical position by playing striker, his favoured position, and he just isn't scoring. And even if we move him out on the right wing and we change the type of tactic that we have, or we change his role and responsibilities, he's just really been struggling at the moment. Obviously he hasn't been given a clean cut run in any team at the moment, or first team, and perhaps that's a case of him gaining that experience which he's never had before, and gaining that match fitness and understanding what it's like to try and score against quality goalkeepers, or trying to work against the defence, or trying to get used to the tactical play of Newport County, or just trying to psychologically prep himself that he is in League One, or that he wants to try and return to his Premier League club and be at a higher standard. But at the moment he's not impressing West Ham, because he's not impressing here at Newport County in League One. Perhaps they might keep him on and say, look, we'll give you a 1-year contract, but we're going to loan you out to a different League One club, and we want to see whether that's going to make a difference, because you're in a different squad, you're going to have a different manager, you might have different tactics, and this was your first consistent season that you were loaned out, and first consistent season playing games. So if you can look to continue your consistency over a second season by starting games in the number that you play in, perhaps by having a different manager, club and style of play and players around you, can you step up? Can you adapt to it? And if you don't, then that might be down to your psychological approach, down to whether you're tactically aware of playing in that league, or as to whether you're actually good enough to be playing at that league level. And then we'll appraise you, and then perhaps at the end of the season there may be an opportunity for us to go, right, there's another 1-year contract, can we loan you out to a higher standard club and then appraise you? Or can we sell you on and use you as an asset and make a bit of profit on you? So yeah, that's the interesting world of football and assets and how they use their players, especially the bigger clubs. You may not be of a Premier League standard, you may not break into the first team, but if we loan you out and you're good enough, and a Championship club comes in and offers you $500,000, $1 million, for example, then that's great, because especially if these players come from academy or come on a free transfer and you've made profit on them, having $500,000 to £1 million, even at Premier League level, to invest at some level may make the difference for some of the smaller clubs. Or it may make a bit of difference for West Ham, because they might go, do you know what, there's £1 million there for the academy. And that makes a great deal of benefit of what investment is available in their youth academy and the quality that comes through. Whereas for other clubs, they're going to be reliant on having £5,000 sales on players. So we got a lot of work to do. I would like to try and turn things round. We do have a lot of assets available at the club. The players signed down on long-term contracts. We could sell these players off and make more money. Okay, Josh wants to now stay. He's in our reserves, so we're going to put him into the first team, make him available for us. If we're selling players off at 5, 10, 15, 20,000 a time, and they're coming from the youth academy, that's a lot of money available for the first team. It may not seem like a lot of money, because if West Ham say, right, we've brought through this under 18 player, and he's only valued at 20,000, we're going to sell him for 25k. Realistically, what's 25k to West Ham? Nothing, because that might cover one of their coaches' wages for a year, or a bit of a year in the academy. It won't even touch any of the wage budget or contribution to any of their players, unless one of their players has a bonus. Oh look, we got 25k here, that'll cover him for this week, and then suddenly we're back into our wage budget at this point. So to them it's nothing, but for a club like Newport County, having 25,000 come in, perhaps on top of a budget available of 40,000, and then suddenly £65,000 available, that's a significant difference, because that could be a case of you signing 3-4 players, or it might be you have more money to take a high quality player on loan, or you might be able to have signing on fees available for free agent players which are going to come in and make the difference. So it is crucial for us that we look at our elements and assets and where we can make money, which is going to benefit us as well. I just really, really hope that we can turn things round, but I really, really hope that Newport County keep me in charge. And even if we do go down, I would like to try and turn things around. I would like to try and get the squad promoted again, and look to build on the experience and knowledge of League One that I have, and then look at the different tactical approach, different players available. But I would like to stay in charge. I want to be in charge as long as possible. Okay, good. Another pro licensed coach there on the offing, which is great for us. Every coach is studying for a qualification, which is great, which shows that we're growing all round as a club and that we're investing in our coaches, which is great for a club of our size and magnitude. But again, as I said, I would like to remain in charge of the club because I would like to have the opportunity to bring the club back up, and I would like to stay loyal to the club, even if the club we're relegated in was down to me, and that we do find ourselves in League 2 again. Then I would like to be the manager that brings us back up from League 2, or is the manager that has the opportunity to do so. Especially looking at what players could and should be available for us. So I think it's going to be very interesting of what's to come. So, just looking at these under 18s and the under 23s that's available. Okay, we're just going to carry on. We are away at Exeter, who are 7 places above us. Oh, Yannick Toure out injured, but that's only for 2 days. So is he going to be back in time for this match? We'll see. So, where can we go from here now? We're just going to try and get into this game. It's obvious that our tactical approach isn't working for us at the moment. We're going to hold on to it though for the next handful of games. Simply because we are in the games at least, and we're not losing by too many. We just need to score. So we're not doing too badly, but we're not doing great, obviously. But we just need to analyse where we're going wrong and how we can improve. So we're going to use our performance analysis, and we might look at the analysis section and then looking at our tactical approach and then going off those elements there. Okay. Ryan Hillier doing well. Okay, we're going to move him to our senior squad because he's doing so well in our under 23s. But he's going to be available for the under 23s for 90 minutes as well. Or Zach Orr there, our Nigerian centre-back who come in from Arsenal. He's actually doing really, really well at the moment. So we're just going to keep him there for his form at the moment with our under 23s. Because I don't want to rush him into the first team too much, or too quickly, sorry. But Ryan Hillier has been with the club for years now. He is a youth player. And if we got strikers that aren't scoring, but he is scoring at, under 23 level. Again, complete different level playing under 23 level. In comparison to playing League 1 football, but he is scoring, and that's the whole point of an under 23 league, etc. Is that you go out to gain that experience, or you go out to try and gain that fitness, etc. So if he is scoring goals and we're not scoring, what's the worst thing by trying to take a punt on him by saying, come on, let's go into the first team. Can you do something for us? Can you score a goal? Could you be a game-changing player? But we're going to see, and let's hope that he can stand up and be in the first team and be the player that we need to score goals. So here we are. We're going to play Exeter now away from home. We're really hoping for a result here. I really hope that we can, again, I might say this every game, but I really hope that we can get a point on the board, because we're just not getting the points that we need. We're not doing well enough, and I really want us to try and turn things around, especially our fortunes. So come on, County, come on. Let's go and get a point. Come on, let's be optimistic. Good save there by King, but we really shouldn't be in that defensive position, out of position. Went out of possession at the back there, only a minute and a half in. There we go, 1-2. Awful shot there, but we're looking positive. We're seeming optimistic. We've had 3 shots, 4 shots now, only 1 on target. Again, we need to limit the amount of shots our opposition are having and having on target. And we need to be more clinical by scoring goals. Just come on, come on, come on. I know you want to score. Let's try and turn things around. Let's find more confidence. Oh, good save there. Look, we're getting in there. We're behind them. We're breaking the lines. Okay, we're going to keep Twormley on for now. We're going to see how he does. Okay, Josh Labs has made our bench now. One more player available for us. A lot of experience and knowledge from him. We're actually doing better attacking than Exeter because we have 6 shots and 2 on target. We just need to score one of these. We've had less corner by 1. We got less fouls though, but we are very much in this game. So it's not like we're out of it altogether. We are in the game. 8 shots, 3 on target here. Come on, you just need to score. Come on. Oh, there's a goal, Jack Evans. First goal of the season. Thank you very much. We will take that goal. Very much needed. Hopefully that's confidence. Come on, County. You can turn things round. We want to do well here. Come on, County. Come on. Let's turn things round. Okay, we're going into half time. 1-0 up. Let's hope it remains up 1-0 up. Come on. Yes, 2-0. Good. Assist by Josh Ian. 2-0 up. Away from home. Can we turn our fortunes round? Can we get our first 3 points on the board? Let's really hope that we can. Let's be positive. Oh, good. It's disallowed. Good. We'll take that. 2-0 at half time. Come on, boys. Come on. Let's do this. Five minutes into the second half. It's still 1-0. 2-0. I don't know why I said 2-0. It's still 2-0 to Newport County. Let's really hope that we can score some more or it stays at this level. I just don't want to concede because if we concede they're suddenly back in the game. Come on, come on, not much left in the game. We really want to tick down these minutes. We really want to just make sure we keep the clean sheet. Let's try and get our first clean sheet on the board this season. Come on, Newport County. Okay, 16 minutes, 14 minutes to go, including added time. Josh Sheehan there on a yellow card, but he's on very good form. Should we keep him on? Could he be at risk coming off? Oh, Don Telford, okay, let's bring Ryan Hillier on. Let's give him a bit of game time, see whether he can score, because both our goals have come from midfield. So let's see whether we can make some changes. We're doing well. Okay, Will Swan, let's swap him for Collins. And then we'll keep our sub for the last 10, possibly 5 minutes, just to kill off a bit of game time and to have some energetic legs to see through the game. Just don't concede. Don't concede. Let's keep our shape. Let's be nice and compact at the back. 18 shots, 7 on target. See, that's brilliant from us. Defensively, we've been strong. Well, let's go on. Let's bring Labs on now for Twormley. Come on, we were going to bring him off 60 minutes ago. Recommended 2 by Hats. Let's do it now, especially as we got the sub available and it's not long left in the game. Good save there. He should be getting that shot off there though. He could have conceded, could have just nipped it in. Come on, County. Come on, come on, come on. 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Come on, 30 seconds. Come on, come on. Yes, 3-0, 3-0. Come on, Ryan Hillier. We brought him into the first team. We brought him on as a sub and he has scored for us. Thank you very much. 3-0 away from home. First win. First 3 points on the board. Very, very positive. Thank you very much. We will take that. Thank you. We're away to Blackpool now, but that's a good win for us. 3-0 and away from home and our first win of the season. Yes, King was on very fine form there. Good. We weren't on a good run before that, but we've ended that bad little stint. Let's hope that stint has now ended. Let's hope that we can build on, and by having some more wins and possible draws and picking up the points in there. So let's have some positivity. Let's hope. Let's have some positivity, luck and hope, as well as performances and the approach that's needed for this. Four days to go, and then we're away from home. 3 days, come on. We're not actually doing much at the moment other than just going in the games and moving forward through the screens here. We haven't looked at players or scouted or been in many meetings as such at the minute. It's just a case that of trying to get through the games and look at where we're at, and then seeing what players we're going to look at from here. So it is a case of us just trying to move forward at this moment in time, just trying to get a few games going forward. So really hoping that we can build on what we've just had and trying to get some more points in there, and just trying to pull out a relegation place. This is where I think it's going to be really exciting for the series and where the save is going to go. Okay, we're going to finish scouting Butler, one of our former players that we could potentially be looking at. He is a free agent, so we're going to approach to sign him. Star player, okay, yeah, finalise, negotiate. He wants 3.6k. I'm only going to offer him 3. 2-year deal. Okay, can we add a clause of a 1-year contract extension? Yes, we're going to keep that on there. As a result, he might want more money. Yeah, he's wanted 3.8. Don't have 3.8. We're going to stay at 3.5. Signing on, I'll offer you a little bit more. 3.4, okay, let's offer you a bit more for a signing on. And if we avoid relegation, I'll pay you a little bit more and a little bit more on the appearance fee. Okay, he's decided to pull out, rather be a free agent in and nothing than coming in for a bit of money and returning to a club where he had good form and was once at, and trying to turn things round by being with us. So, not good that he turned it down. I'm just going to pass on to my director of football, Tony Adams, and hopefully Tony Adams can negotiate a deal with him and look to bring him in, because it wouldn't be bad to have his experience and have him back at the club, or have another player available. So come on, let's try and bring in one of our former players who knows the club. Let's try and have a few more players available. Okay, offer made, unwilling to come in at this moment in time. Obviously failed. Holden, unhappy with Tola. Okay, yeah, he's just not been good enough. Let's be realistic. He has not been good enough. He's not played. Okay, yeah, you can recall him. We'll cancel that. He's not playing for us at the moment. So, you know, freeing up what we've committed on his wages and sending him back and looking at the players we do have available. And let's be realistic, not to waste his time. So we're going to cancel it there. Okay, Josh Low's back in reserves. McEachran back in reserves. Okay, Hillier's on the bench. Let's hope that he can do something for us, Hillier, again, and that he can score. Good opportunity for him to come off the bench and score in that game. Good opportunity for him to be involved in the first team. Come on, we can beat Blackpool. Come on, we can. We can beat anyone with the right approach, with a little bit of luck and hope as well. Come on, County. Come on, come on. No, don't let him run. That's it, that's it. Count. Yeah. Oh, yes, good. Yannick Touré. Good to win the ball back there in midfield. Good that we broke away really quickly and counter-attacked, and good that we scored. Let's stay strong at the back. Let's stay positive. Let's try and continue with the attacking elements that we got. No! They've tried to push through there, and they have. They're suddenly back in the game. 4 minutes in. It's 1-1. Not good for us. Oh, you should be aiming for the bottom corner there, Swan. Good opportunity for you to have scored there and got a goal in. Come on, Newport County. There we go. 1-2, 1-2 through. Yeah. Oh, yes. Good. Will Swan has scored his second goal of the season. Come on, we can turn things around. We can be positive from here. We can be scoring goals. We just want to concede less. Come on. Very important for us to try and pick up a point here today. At least good save there. Thank you, King. Come on, we definitely want to try and get a point. A point would be good for us to turn things round. Any and every point would be good for us to build upon. That's it. Come on, come on. Good save there, but we should be trying to get it into his bottom right. Your left on shooting. We should be finishing those. Come on, come on. We just need to be finishing in the right way. Come on, County, we can do this. Lookworth there. Come on, come on. There we go. Come on. Oh, come on. Let's make it 3-1. Come on, 3-1. Come on. As much as we're having shots on target. So are Blackpool. We need to sharpen up defensively. He's out on the right side. He's played it back across. Shot there, blocked. Counter attack. He slid in. He's lost control. Bruised ankle. Wow, he wants to come off for a bruised ankle. We're going to keep you on because you have scored. And I think you're a little bit stronger and tougher than wanting to come off for a bruised ankle. So, where's your emotional control there? Can we deal with it? Are you willing to stay on? I think so. Come on, Yannick. Come on, step up for me. Come on. Don't concede. Okay, good. He's missed his shot, but we're conceding, or we're allowing too many shots to have taken place. We want to limit the amount of shots. We want to limit the amount of chances being taken here by Blackpool. We want to try and take our chances more by scoring. Hoogworth, he's not doing well again. He was great last season in League 2. He's not doing too well at the moment. Lewis Collins is going to come on for him. And let's make the change with Yannick. Let's bring on Ryan because we want to try and get a third goal. Perhaps fourth as well. But we definitely want a third goal. So we're going to bring on fresh legs Ryan Hillier. Hopefully he can score again for us. Swan in the box. Good defending. Good recovery. Especially out of position there. Come on, County. Come on. Come on, Hillier. Come on. We can have a lot of hope and faith in this. Dolan at the back, yes, good. Sheehan on the ball, good. Telford, can we get it down the right side? And again, good save. Rolling the attack there. We're in a good position. Collins not doing well since he's been brought on. Sheehan's on 6.7 and a yellow. So we're going to bring Scott Bennett on in that midfield area to bring on his experience there and just to see through the game. Oh, we've conceded there. I could see that going in before he took it because of where the goalkeeper position, the amount of space that was available on that one side. Unlucky to have conceded because we've done so well all game. Can we get a third? Come on, can we win 3-2? Not lose 3-2. Come on, come on. I will take the point. I'll just be upset that we didn't get all three because we would have been good enough for all three. Just conceded there from that free kick. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Oh, Swan. Good, good. Little bit of faith there, little bit of hope. And Swan has scored 3-2. Come on, can we see the game out? Come on, and come on, ref. Just blow the whistle. Thank you, thank you. 3-2 win away from home in the dying minutes or moments of the game. We've won 3-2. We've got another win. 6 points there now for us. Toure has ended his goal drought as well. Swan has scored 2. Rating of 9.2. Let's praise his performance. Superb in front of goal. Good. Lots of positives in there for us, especially for our players individually. Good. 2 wins in a row. Let's hope we can turn things round now. I would like to obviously beat Barnsley and Bristol at home. And we're now moved out of relegation for the first time this season. 6 points in 7 games. There's a lot of games left to go now for this year. There's obviously going to be opportunities for us to look at players and what players we bring in. What loans are we going to look at? What players are available? Can we use Tony Adams to negotiate some deals? Are the board going to make some more money available? Is more money available for us? We're only in September. There's a lot of games left to go, and I really think that where this series is going to go, it's going to be really interesting to stay with and watch. And it's certainly going to be interesting to see what we're going to do with this season, and what's going to happen. How and what's where, Quinton Fortune, manager of Barnsley, former Manchester United player. He isn't doing too badly in charge of Barnsley. Not too great though, not too bad. Barnsley are sat, where are Barnsley sat? They're sat 15th, 5 places above us, only 4 points. Can we get the 3 points? Can we make a difference and move up in the table? Can we decrease the gap between us and them? Can we add a loss on for them this season? Can we have more positives by players scoring goals? Can we keep a clean sheet? Can we improve our goal difference? I think we can. There's a lot for us to turn around and do, but I think we can do it with the type of squad that we have available. So come on, Newport County. Really want us to turn things round. Okay, yep. Okay, let's get into the game. Okay, let's just have a quick look here. Lewis Ward, goalkeeper, extra 76. He would be a good sign-in. He's played 4 in non-competitive, conceded 6.75 overall. Only 103 games to his name. Maybe he would be a good sign-in. But we're going to stick with our Tom King, our Welsh goalkeeper, who has been called up a few times. Okay, always use a quick pick, so I like to go off what Hat says and his experience. Okay, Scott Bennett's going to be given a start and be brought into this game rather than off the bench. So we're going to look for him to be involved. Can he really help us? Come on, Hoogworth, we want you to score as well. You haven't scored enough for us this season. Come on. Oh, positive start so far. 1 minute in. We've done quite well on that left side there. Good. Hoogworth in that centre-back position. Good recovery, supporting his teammates. Tackle there. Come on. Good, Bennett. Well done. Telford carrying. Now Sheehan, Telford. Good shot there by Tom Telford. Come on, Dom. You've got the quality. Come on. Step up this year. Come on. Just keep scoring goals for me. You know you want to. I really think that we can do well this year and turn things round. This is, as I said, I think the series is going to get really, really interesting. Stick with the episodes, continue watching, get involved on Twitter, get involved on the comments. If you want to say anything or want to give feedback, then definitely. I know I'm not playing the game to its full elements by looking at tactical approach or analysis, and as I said, I always up for networking and chatting to people and what approaches you're taking. Oh, we've conceded here, 1-1, not good enough, awful defending there, but we're getting more shots and more on target than Barnsley at the moment. We just need to tighten up defensively. But as said, if you want to get involved and you want to, we could have a joint series or something going, then certainly get in touch, because I'm always up for playing the game differently, always learning, always adapting. And if we're putting football realism into this game, then it's all about adapting the way we play. And because if you're in the football world, everything's all about adapting the way you coach, adapting the way you manage, adapting the way you play. So I really want to get involved in the game more, and certainly use our instructions, our analysis, our approaches, etc., more of the tools and functions available, all the features, good. Oh, disallowed, but we are in the game, which shows that we can score. There might be another one coming for us, I reckon. We just need to score this next goal. Oh, off the post there. We're good, we're doing well attacking. Come on, we just need to score. Come on. Okay, I think we're very positive. With 10 shots, 4 on target. Paused. Oh, Aaron Lewis injured, left back there. Demetrio can play here, so come on, Mickey, come on, do something for us. Okay, we're seeming quite positive. We have 4 attacking players here. We got a handful of players available on the bench for us. I reckon that there is a second goal coming. We just want to score it sooner rather than later. And come on, County, come on, Sheehan there. Oh, good save there. Good movement by the goalkeeper, good catch in the air. Do they have Corley Woodrow here? Let's have a quick look. Yes, 27 years of age, 76, valued at 8 million. Okay, he's valued at 8 mil, but doesn't necessarily mean that he is actually worth 8 million. But he may have possibly will be worth 8 million to Barnsley themselves. 11 games and 6 goals. I am a fan of Corley's. He did play at youth level for England, I believe. I'm surprised he hasn't made it higher, but for example, Barnsley have an £8 million striker, and we have on loan a £500,000 striker. So it just shows what resources and budget we have available, and the contrast of players that we have playing for us compared to the other clubs. There is a second one coming. I reckon it's coming. Yes, there it is. Jack Evans, assist from Will Swan. 2-1. Come on, County. Let's get 3 wins in a row. Let's get another 3 points. It's going to be really important to get these 3 points in the bag. Let's get the confidence going. Let's get a bit of consistency. Come on. Come on, County. Come on. Don't concede. Good. It's off the post there. They've made a change. We're still going to monitor our players that we have available. Matty Dolan, yellow card. 6.4 at centre back there. We are going to make a change. Riley Towler. Okay, you're going to come on. Perhaps a bit of game time for you. Can you turn things round? Can you have a bit of that game time? He has that lack of experience, and he may be raring to go where he's had that lack of game time. So, you know, it may cost us because he may make a wrong decision or be found out of position. Oh, we were unlucky not to get here in that bottom corner there and score. Come on, County, come on. It is a lot of hope with this game that I go for. I like to use a lot of hope in this and optimism. Come on, good. Perhaps that's something not to always rely on, but Yannick Toure, good, 3-1. Perhaps it's not always something we should rely on, but I've got a lot of hope around and optimism around the tactics that we have and our approach. Okay, what players? Okay, we're into the final 10, including some extra time, which I'm anticipating. Our midfield and attacking players are doing very well. Okay, Twormley, can we bring him on? Can we swap there? Make Bennett there. Bring Bennett off. Twormley get a bit of game time. Okay, by the time he actually gets on the pitch. Okay, Twormley is on. Good. Can we make it 4? Can we? Come on, come on, come on. Could we make it 4? Maybe, I reckon. We're doing quite well attackingly. No, don't concede. Can we recover? Can we defend? Good, good. Can we counter-attack now? Good defending there from Barnsley. Halm. 1-2, in, out, through, good shot there, forcing the save, thank you Sheehan. It's always good to get the confidence and shots. We're testing their goalkeeper, 19 shots, 20 shots now, 11 on target, only 2 for Barnsley on target, but they have scored one of them, so it shows that they must be clinical in their shots on target. But even though we've had, I believe, 11 on target, we've only scored 3, so realistically we want to be scoring more. But here we go, it looks like 3 points in the bag for us. Yes, 3 points in the bag, 3 wins in a row, a win at home. We're looking inspired and motivated, we're turning things round, we're positive. We won, the other Welsh club Swansea there lost at home. Okay, we could leave Aaron Lewis to be dealt with by our physios in-house. He's just gone out injured, but we do have players available from us. Okay, thank you very much, good. Can we play our rivals, Bristol Rovers, who also got promoted but won the league, snatching it from us at the end of the season, who are on absolute fine form to be sat in 5th for their promotion this year. They're going to be happy that we're sat 19th. At the moment, I'm very happy that we're sat 19th outside relegation places, but there's not many points between us and Exeter. Exeter do have a game in hand, and if they win, suddenly it does change where the sittings are in this area. So I would like to get a draw at least against an informed club like Bristol, who are sat 5th, who are quite strong, who seem to be playing some good football at the moment. That's why they're 5th. So if we can take another point, it's going to be very important, especially at home and especially against a rival club like Bristol Rovers. I think it would give us a lot of confidence. So come on, Newport County, good, yes, good analysis there. Oh, it's exciting. It is really, really exciting. So I really, really hope that you stick with the series. I hope you continue to watch the episodes. I hope you can continue to engage with me on YouTube and Twitter. I hope I can get the scope out there and continue to develop my stream. And I will be doing a lot more streams in the next few months of Football Manager 2021. I will be doing a lot more series, a lot more saves. Although 2022 might be out in a few months' time, wherever. You know, I've always been quite loyal to the game, you know, if I got a long-term save going. So, you know, it's 2021 now, and it's not long since I've stopped playing FM17 because I've had a really good long-term save on there, which was really, really interesting. But as 21 became available on Xbox Game Pass, and because it's available through Game Pass rather than Steam, and it's linked to my account, you know, I'd rather get the achievements for it rather than be looking for Steam achievements, because they don't really mean anything to me as such, but my Xbox achievements do. But even if 22 does come out, whenever it does, I probably will continue with the save on this game, and then look at how long we can go for, and then I might start a series then for FM 2022. If that's available on Xbox Game Pass as well. That's not saying I won't buy it, but it's always better when it's linked in with the Xbox and certainly Game Pass. I did play 20 on Game Pass, didn't really get into the game as such, and there was a bit of issues with the achievements not unlocking, so I just didn't believe that there was much point in playing it for myself, because if the achievements aren't unlocking, then it's a feature that's not working for me, so that's really frustrated. I'm sure that they fixed it and it was just a bug, but I haven't played it since, because I went back to FM17 on a long-term save, and now I'm on FM21. But here we are at home against Bristol Rovers. Oh, penalty. This is a positive start for us. We just need to score it 20 minutes in. Good, Matty Dolan, left foot, bottom right corner of the goalkeeper. Thank you very much. His first goal of the season. That's pushed us up to 17th, dependent on if we win. We just want to be really positive, really nice and sharp up front, defensively strong at the back. We want our midfield to do a job for us, support the attack, support the defence as well. We just need to be more clinical on the shots we're having. We have 3 shots, 3 on target. We've only scored 1 because it was through a penalty. We need to be taking our chances a lot more. We need to be slotting in the back of the net. Defensively, deal with it, deal with it, deal with it. Come on, still deal with it. Hold, good. He's headed it over the bar. Come on, County. Come on, let's stay strong at the back. Let's push forward. Come on, yeah, 1-2, 1-2 through. We're trying to break through there, trying to break their lines, break through the centre. Not working for us. Oh, they broke away there. Disallowed though. Good, I'm glad it was. Come on, we don't want them to concede. Oh, we've given away a penalty. Come on. We don't want to give away penalties, because that means that they're back in the game now. It is 1-1. It is a game that has been decided so far by penalties for either side. We just want to be scoring. I will be really frustrated if we go on to lose this game, because Bristol have broken away and have ended up scoring, or because whether it was we ended up just having a draw because of that penalty conceded. But at the end of the day, we would have just had a win by the penalty we were given. But we got plenty of shots, plenty on target. It's just a case of us scoring what we're getting on target. We need to be doing a lot more, and we need to be doing better. We need to improve what we're doing up front and where we're scoring. So Toure hasn't done well this game. Swan's not doing bad. Telford isn't doing great, and they're the kind of players who can do well and can score. So Telford here is out on the right side. Swan here. We're going to swap him on for Ryan Hillier. We're going to bring our other youth product on, Lewis Collins, on the right side. Hope for some fresh legs up front. Hopefully that these players can score a goal or set up an assist. We're definitely looking for a second goal. I would like a continued win here. Another disallowed goal. You can tell why Bristol have this attacking intent. They've had 2 disallowed goals, a goal from a penalty. They just need to be more clinical themselves, but you can tell why they're 5th in the kind of football that they're playing. I just hope that we can get at least a point away from this game, especially at home, especially against a club that's 5th. And if we add on the point, it's going to be an important point for us, and it's going to help on a bit of an undefeated run. There we go, 1-2, 1-2. Don't concede. Come on, recover. Tackle him, take him off the ball. Good, he's headed it over the bar, but he got his cross off, he got his head off. He found himself in the box. We shouldn't be allowing for those little movements to happen. Can we? Oh, good save there, Ryan Hillier. Just a little bit excited there. Should be aiming for bottom corner, but he went for tag. Oh, good save at the end of the game there. We shouldn't be conceding. Okay, good. We're just going to move in. Good. We will take the point at home. It's another point on the scoreboard for us. Especially against 5th place Bristol Rovers. Let's attend a press conference because we haven't in a short while. Yes, let's start. Okay. Yeah, he was just, can't explain it, it was a bad day. I was happy with the performance because they were 5th, we didn't concede too many. We only conceded through a penalty realistically. We stopped them from having 2 goals, which were disallowed. So, it wasn't. I was happy with the performance, and I'm happy with the way that we're playing at the moment, and we are turning things round. I would like to make him permanent, but I'm not going to say anything on that at the moment. Yeah, it might just be a case of fitness for us. Yep, little skip through that press conference there. I don't like to spend too much time on press conferences because they are time consuming. Case of they can be a little bit frustrating from time to time. Okay. Please, yeah. I can only be pleased that he's turning things around, that he's trying to pick up on his form, that this maybe is only most consistent second ever season for us in his career. Ollie Ewing, here we are with the Welsh name, 71, defensive midfield centre. He's on loan at Stockport in the National League, not doing too well. We can keep an eye on him. Valued at 300k to 725, a lot more than we have available, and he's not on the greatest form, so I don't know whether I would invest in him either. Watson unhappy with Courtney Watson. Okay, he's not happy. He's getting some game time, our own player. Okay, let's talk to Watson. Okay, yeah. This tests your character. You know, you've gone out on loan, you're getting more game time than you would have been. You know, you're playing under a different manager. It's all about being versatile. Can you deal with it? Taylor Hart, he's doing, you know, we may have an update. Yeah, he's being played outside of his position, but he's getting game time. He's getting goals. He's got an assist under his name. He could be doing a little bit better, but obviously he's playing National League football. And he's getting game time, which is more than he would have had in a first team anyway. So, you know, even if he is being played out of position, I'm happy that he's playing, because it shows that he's in and out the first team, that he is being brought on, or he is starting matches, that, you know, he's obviously being used in some capacity on his loan spell, that he is gaining that experience. And can he just be adaptable to the position that he does have? How does he deal with it? So his character, what's his problem solving psychologically, how is he dealing with it? But we're going to continue. Available on free transfer. He's only rated at 42. He's wanted by Dover. Former Sunderland and Middlesbrough player who was on loan at National League level Hartlepool. Only 27 league games to his name. You know, if we're looking at his stats as well, you know, if we're looking at the highlighted yellows, which is highest, he's only got 2. He's only rated at 2 stars. Scored decent, but yet rated 42. He would be our 8th best player if we're looking at a squad comparison, so I'm just going to leave him. No point in signing him. Okay, Lewis Hilton, Tampa Bay, English player, valued at 45k. 25, he would be again rated our 8th best player, although he does have half a star more than the player we just looked at. He's on quite fine form out in the US, but playing in the US compared to this league is very different. There would be no compensation for trying to sign him. He'd be interested in a move, but again, he would only be our 8th best player despite the good form, so I'm just going to leave him there because I don't want to make the signing of him. Okay, delayed. Okay, more time. I would fully expect Stacey to go on and get that pro license, especially as our academy manager now, which I promoted him to. Jason Windsor, another pro license in the first team there. If Stacey gains his, then we will have another pro license there available, and we're fully on run for pro licenses in all the areas that we would like pro licenses to be for. Although that, you know, we're pushing coaches for an A and pro license. You know, even if you are a B license coach, yeah, you're not as qualified as an A license, and you know, you may not be seen to be of a higher quality as an A license coach, or you may not be seen to have the quality to do an A license. I think if you're still working hard enough and you still have that quality, and you know, you're coming through a club of a stature like Newport County or down in League 2, then it's really reassuring when a B license coach comes through, and that they're given internal opportunities or are supported in gaining their qualifications. So we are going to play second place Wigan at home now. We've just seen that we've lost our first team goalkeeper for 5 to 7 days, which means he's definitely going to miss this match. So we do have a backup goalkeeper under the name of Scott Carson, a former Premier League and England international player. Okay, I can runner up in manager of the month there. Okay, just behind Chris Hughton. I really, really do like Chris Hughton in real life. Always had a lot of respect for him. Always followed a lot of his work. Always followed what he's been doing in management. Always been a fan of his. Always supported him. So, it's no problem, Chris. I remember years ago when I was in charge of England as the England manager and foot manager. I can't remember whether it was 2014 or 15. I just remember that I had him as my under 19s or under 20s manager, and I just thought it was so cool having Chris Hughton work under me and being involved in the England setup, because he knows the game really well, and I just think he's a fantastic coach. He's worked really well with young players over the years. And he would have been great for the under-19s and the 20s of the youth setup in England. So we are, as I was saying previously, we're going to have 37-year-old Scott Carson start his second match. He did play one for us, and it was in a 4-1 loss. So it wasn't the greatest of debuts for him. It wasn't the greatest of games. But he is going to start this match for us as Tom King is out injured. And our third available goalkeeper is a youth academy product. He has been in and around the club. Louis there. He only has a handful of games behind him. So we are going to start with Scott Carson here. I'm glad that we were able to have Scott in the club. I am a big fan of Scott's in real life, and I did follow him when he was at Villa years ago, and I remember having him on Match Attacks. And I just really liked him. There's something about him that I really, really liked. I just wish he had a lot more games in his career and was able to play for England a lot more times. So I'm just a bit of fanboying here when we were able to sign him. And if he did sign in, oh wow, what a shot to pop off there and score. Come on, Scott. I know you're 37, but we should be saving those from distance. Come on. But yeah, if he did sign for Counting for Real Life, I know I'd definitely be looking to buy a shirt with his name on it and look to get it signed, because I think that would just be so cool just to have an ex-England international top signed. But unfortunately we are 1-0 down here 25 minutes into this game. Wigan are second though. They are quite a good outfit for this league. There we go, 2-0 down, so I don't think we're going to be getting much out of this game. Obviously 2 games now for Scott Carson, 6 goals conceded. They've had twice as many shots, Wigan, as us. They've had a lot more on target, which is highly concerning. Can we deal with it defensively? We're not doing too well at defensive. Baptiste is a rating 6.3 on a yellow card. Come on, we can do better here, Newport County. I just really, really hope that we can. I just want us to score and just try and get a goal back, and not to have a massive minus goal difference. So I think if we can keep decreasing the minus in our goal difference, the better season that we're going to go on and have. But here we are, we're 2-0 down to Wigan at home, which isn't the greatest of results for us at the minute. We definitely do want to turn things round. I definitely want us to try and score. Baptiste and Shepherd are on yellow card, so I'm going to make a swap here. Hawkins is going to come on for Baptiste. Yannick Toure out on the right side, not doing well. Just going to swap him for Telford, see if that makes a difference. Hoogworth's on the yellow, he's out on the left side, so we're going to bring on Lewis Collins there as well for him. Just try and freshen the squad up, try and have a bit of positivity in there. Can we change positions of our 2 players, and is it going to benefit them? Telford usually does well on the right side, Toure does well up front, so by swapping them, will this make a difference? Will this improve their performance? Is there going to be a positive? I hope so. Let's have some fresh legs. Let's see how we can move forward in this game. Good, we've scored. Well done, we're back in the game. Come on, Newport County. Come on, Newport County. If we could score a second and draw, I'd be really, really happy. This would be really beneficial. If we could take a point, that'd be great. Come on, County. Oh, 3-1 down, we've conceded. Come on, County. Come on. But I am glad that we scored. I'm glad that we got a goal back from somewhere. Josh Ian, 6.5, not doing too well. So we're just going to bring him off for the experienced Scott Bennett here in midfield. See what differences that he can make. Come on, County. Come on. Good. 3-2. Good. We're very much in this game. If we can remain in this, then it's going to be very beneficial. It's going to decrease the goals that we're conceding, or the minus goal difference that we're having. So come on, County. Really hope so. Come on. Okay, we lost 3-2 at home, but considering how good of form that Wigan are on, and that it's just a few areas that we need to improve on. We'll swan out for 2 to 3 weeks now. That's not good for us. Perhaps it's going to allow another player for us to step up in our first team. But we're 18th at the moment, 10 games, 10 points, averaging a point a game, which I will take at the moment. We are outside relegation places. We've just shown that we can remain in a game there, especially against the top clubs. We've not done too badly against 5th place Bristol Rovers and 2nd place Wigan. It's just be great for us now to win in the cup, especially away from home, and take a bit more confidence and just keep a bit of a run going. And it'd be great to have a bit of a cup run. We've usually done quite well in real life and on here in terms of cup runs, so I'd be really interested as to whether we can certainly get a win here away from home, especially against Wimbledon. Especially to get the win as well. I'd really like to certainly get the win and certainly have a benefit for the team. So I really hope so. So come on, Newport County. Our under-23s lost, but they have impressed. Tyler Morton, 72 rated, recommended. Defensive midfield, midfield centre, midfield right, attacking midfield, right centre. Liverpool under-23s, 19 years of age. Looks like he'll probably be released at the end of the season by Liverpool because he's not broken into their first team. He's not gone out on loan. He's not taken in the 23s by storm. He is a youth academy product. Maybe they will consider that, but I doubt it. I reckon they'll just release him. There might be a handful of clubs that may be after him. At the moment, I don't see anything that would be interesting to me. We do have Tristan Abrahams out on loan. He is down in the National League and is having a good season. 6 goals in 11 games, 1 man of the match. I was rating 7.14. So it does mean that there is potential for him to return and play for us, but it would be stepping up by 2 leagues, and the National League is very different to League One. But if he is on good form, he is getting games, he is getting goals, he does have fitness, and he is doing better than the strikers that we have, or could contribute to what we have, then we could look at him returning. So we're going to go from here. Leonardo Jardim, what a great signing by Wolves if he actually came in real life. If Nuno Espirito Santos was to leave, he's unhappy with the loan of his 18-year-old player. We have taken him on loan. He was signed from Liverpool. He's come from Hoffenheim to Liverpool to Wolves, so he has come down in contract. Moving from Hoffenheim to Liverpool was a great move. He went up, then he's come down by going to Wolves, because Wolves aren't as big a club as Liverpool in contrast, but Wolves are still a very good club to sign for. But then he's come right down the League One on loan to Newport County. He hasn't done too well in terms of our team and what he has offered, so obviously I can understand the frustration and as to why. Especially when he's out on loan, to certainly get that game time and look for improvements and growth there, but has been struggling. So, okay, we're just going to go off the recommendations here. 1, 2, 3. We have 5 on loan players in our first team, which isn't great signals for us because we don't want to be too reliant on loan players year after year, especially if, you know, they may end up being sold or may sign for a bigger club, or their parent club may not allow them to come back out on loan, or they may decide we want these to go out onto a bigger club this year. You know, then we've lost that player, we've lost that familiarity, we've lost that consistency, and it means that we've had to bring in another new player, or, you know, rely on another loan. You know, especially if we can't get a free sign-in or make a permanent sign-in, or that we don't have a player coming from the youth academy. Just means that we've had to bring on another loan this year, which lacks that consistency in our squad there, and we need to bring in another player. Disallowed goal there, very unfortunate, but it is a positive sign. 2 shots, 2 on target, 1 disallowed goal. I just really hope that we can turn things round, but we haven't, because we've conceded. We're 1-0 down to Wimbledon, one shot, one on target. It shows that if they can break away and get that one shot and get it on target, that they can be clinical enough to score and now go 1-0 up, which changes the dynamic of the game. We need to be more clinical. Oh, they've given away a penalty here. Is it Dolan taking it? Yes. Oh, he's gone on his left foot for that right side of the goalkeeper where he usually goes for. The goalkeeper's done his homework and has saved it. Can we get back in the game by scoring for other means now? I really hope so. I don't want to go out the cup. I would like to get a few more games in for this season. A good cup run, game time for the players. We could focus on the league itself entirely if we don't go through. We are the better attacking team. 4 corners, 4 shots, 3 on target. We've got better pass completion. We're just conceding again. Scott Carson hasn't kept a clean sheet in any 3 games, but Dom Telford has scored his 5th goal of the season here. We're suddenly now back in the game. Can we turn things round? I really, really hope so. So come on, Newport County. Come on, we can do this. Good save there by Scott Carson. Well done. Come on, County. Come on. You know you want to. Oh, good save there. Really important for us to try and score. Okay, 7 on 7 we've got, 4 on target. Oh, another penalty conceded by us. Oh, Scott Carson has gone completely the opposite way. Wimbledon will be happy. We've had more shots, we've had more on target, but then they'll be laughing in the dressing room at half time because they've had less shots, less on target, and they are winning the game. So it shows that we need to be more clinical. We just need to give away less penalties as well. Scott Carson hasn't done too well since coming in for us. His experience hasn't paid off that well. Can we blame him for not going the right way on a penalty? Because, you know, it's always a chance on penalty. Bang, 3-1 there. Straight through. I honestly thought we would be the better club in this game, or the better team, and that we would get more out of this game, but it's not. We're 3-1 down at half time to Wimbledon. Not a great result for us. You know, to the fans and some players it may not matter because it may matter on the cup run. Yeah, broke away there, got away on our centre back there, just scores past Scott Carson. It's not good on Scott Carson. He's conceded 11 goals in 3 games. So, you know, it's not great for him. Let's just bring on Tom King. He's going to be our first sub, even if it's unconventional to make a goalkeeper change. I am making a goalkeeper change. Let's bring on Bennett there. Let's get Baptiste off. Can we make more than 3 in the cup? Let's just have a check there. No thought as much. So we're just going to make all defensive changes there. Just give the full 90 minutes to our attacking players. Yeah, we made all 3 changes by 50 minutes in, which doesn't leave us with much scope if we go down through an injured player, or if we have a player sent off, then it changes our tactical approach. But at the end of the day, let's just get these players on. Let's just try and get through this game, and let's just try and either score another goal, or let's just try and see the game through until the end and show where the differences can be made in defence. Good save there, good breakaway, good shot by Toure. Yeah, they are pulling the strings. I completely agree. Thank you, Hats, for instructing the changes, because we need to make those changes. This has been a clear case of, once a penalty's been conceded, the entire dynamic of the game has changed. In fact, it means that Wimbledon have taken more confidence. They've seen what they've wanted to do, and they've ended up going on and scoring from it. We've had 8 shots on target, 17 in total though, and we've scored 1. And I think that's really piss poor. You know, what shite defending. Shite defending. Honestly, just, you may as well have a bunch of blind people running around at the back. Because if you're conceding that type of goal, that's poor. That's a very, very poor goal to concede. We've done badly attacking. Yeah, we've got a goal back there. Yeah, I'm glad Hoogworth has scored. But, you know, it's not good enough losing 5-2, minus 3 goal difference. But at the end of the day, losing 5-2 is better than losing 5-1 or 5-0. We just need to do better to turn things round. We need to just try and score more. We need to do better defensively. Awful defensive performance here. Not the greatest overall performances that we have had. So we're just looking to move forward now. Unfortunate 5-2 loss at home. So I just really hope that we can get a result here against 5th place Charlton. It seems that we're playing another club in a good position in the table who are in the playoff. Oh, Portsmouth have approached me. They're 23rd in the Championship, so it could be a personal promotion to the league above. Their finances are secure, which isn't a bad or a great thing. Obviously a former Premier League team. Back when they were in the Premier League, they did have an amazing team of players that they accumulated together. They had some great runs, and I really loved that they had a lush kit, and I really liked Portsmouth when they were back in the Premier League. It's just a shame how far they've come. They've recently sacked Kenny Jackett in real life. Okay, they don't have a bad squad. Let's just have a look where they are in the Championship. So obviously they're 23rd. They've won 1. Okay, they've lost 8. So 5. They've 5 of the 13 games shows a foundation that they could build upon, and that they could turn things around. Obviously they've sacked their manager because they're only 3 points behind Coventry and 4 behind Sunderland, which means that sacking their manager now and bringing in the right manager and improving the style of play, that Portsmouth could end up pulling out of that relegation place. Okay, I'm going to decline the interview because I'm all about staying committed to Newport County. It's amazing to be offered the job interview, and I think that's the 3rd club that's come in for me since this series has taken place, so that's really, really interesting. Not interested in the job though, because although it is an appealing job, and especially going up in the league, if I get sacked at the end of the season, I could have had the chance to stay with or move to Portsmouth and keep them in the league and stay with them. That's just the way things are in football, and it's just such a shame that we don't have the foresight of knowing realistically what's going to come in the future, and if we did, the world would be a completely different place, because we would know. Oh, another job interview by Sheffield Wednesday. I'd be a fit for the club and its vision, my strong commitment towards playing football, entertaining football, sorry. I would be suitable for the role. Let's just have a quick look where Sheffield are. Again, they're in the Championship, so 2nd Championship team to come in for me. They are a place below Portsmouth. Now, obviously, there's been a game played since we last looked. Portsmouth have got their win, so that's not bad for their temporary manager. Sheffield only 2 points behind Coventry, -8 goal difference as well, so it's quite close here between 19th and 24th, possible 18th as well, and then only 6 points between these clubs here. Luton in 17th and Portsmouth and 22nd on 10. So when I looked at West Ham last, I did say they were in the Premier League for some reason. They're actually in the Championship. My bad for that. I excuse myself for what I had said previously. They seem to have come down with West Brom and Crystal Palace. Obviously, Burnley have come down as well. So that is what has taken place in the last handful of years. And Derby County have seemed to have turned things around and in that playoff place. Watford continue to remain in that playoff place. They still have Troy Deeney playing for them as captain, and Stevie Bruce is their manager, which is surprising, but he was being sacked by Newcastle in the game, which is what they should do in real life. But aside from that, I'm going to turn down this second job offer within a matter of days. I thank very much for Sheffield Wednesday for the approach, but for me it's not the approach I want to take at this moment in time. Well done Stacey there, Continental Pro, thank you very much. Amazing for our youth academy manager to have a pro license, another pro license coach for the club. It's been with the club for many years now, and is in a really good position to move the academy forward and perhaps have a future promotion. The former 2 academy managers I have promoted into my first team as coaches, and there is one former academy manager which I'm keeping tabs on, and if I can expand the coaching team I would definitely look to get him. I haven't been able to get him in so far because he seems quite happy where he is and doesn't want to return to a club where he has once left for whatever reason that may be personally. But I am keeping tabs on him, and hopefully in the future episodes of the series you will find out who he is. But anyway, where we're moving forward, we've made 3 key changes in this game. We definitely obviously want to get 3 points as we do each and every game, and we certainly want to try and get against 5th place Charlton. We are away from home, so it's going to be a tough game to get. I am a fan of Charlton. I have played with them on FIFA in previous years. I think it was FIFA 14 I had a save with them. Completely different dynamic. We're 1-0 down already here, less than 1 minute. Good breakaway from Charlton. 1 shot, 1 on target. And they have scored, putting them in the lead. Especially within the opening minutes of the game, which is good for them. And us, we're finding our way, trailing in the match once again. We definitely want to try and obviously get a point out of this game if we are losing. Oh, we've just headed off the post there. Slight bit of lag, but we've headed off the post. Good that we've had a shot there. 2 shots now that we're in. We just need to get them on target. We just need to try and score. But yes, as I was saying, I would like to continue the series as long as possible with Newport County and certainly see where it goes. The next season that I will create on Foot Manager 21 will be either a move to another club or whether I get sacked and what comes next. So I think that's the way I'll go on the series. But the full series will follow Newport County itself and will be based on what I can do. I would like a long-term save with Newport County, as I've continuously mentioned in previous episodes. And I would like to see how much I can do with the club. Oh, he's just dinked it over there. Awful goalkeeping there. I think if you're just having that little dink over you and you've come out, it's a bit of awful defending, but I think it's a bit of awful goalkeeping as well, just allow that to be dinked over you. Not good for us to be 2-0 down, but we have to be realistic. We are in League 1. We have very much a League 2 standard squad, and that Charlton are 5th, looking for promotion to the Championship, so it's going to be very tough. So come on, County. Just try and get a goal back. We've had 6 shots, none on target. If we can get 1 in, it's definitely going to then change the dynamic of the game, and it certainly be great for that goal scorer to get a goal under their name and certainly reduce the goal deficit and minus goal difference that we have. Twarmley there, just a nice calm save there by Amos. I believe that is Ben Amos, the former Manchester United goalkeeper, in the net there for Charlton. Okay, we didn't do well on the right side there. Hoogworth couldn't score against a former United player, being a United player himself. Okay, Shepard for Bennett. That's what Hat says. I agree with that. Let's do it. Let's make that change. Evans for Farendorf. Let's make that change as well. So, 2 changes here. Freshen up the squad. Oh, yes, good. We got the goal. Yannick Toure. 1-2 ping. Thank you very much. Okay, let's bring on Hillier for Dom Telford, who's not been on great form this game. Let's get some fresh legs up front, and let's try and be positive. Let's try and get another shot on target, which means it's going to go in the net and make it 2-2. I will be happy that we have scored here. I would prefer us to draw 2-2 against a Championship chasing team who are looking for a playoff place. It would be another key point on the scoreboard for us. We are down near that relegation place, and I would like to be comfortably away from it, but it looks like we're going to be in and around that all season. So I think it's going to be really interesting on the series, where we're going to be, how we're going to be in and around it. Can we survive it? Are we going to be in it right to the end of the season? What's going to happen? I reckon the referee should have allowed that last bit of play there, because we could have ended up scoring, especially from the position we were in from that left side. Unfortunately, we did lose, but at the end of the day, they are Charlton. It just means that they moved to 4th, and that we're now back in 21st place in the relegation places. But the points down there at the bottom of the table are very, very close, and all the teams are very close near to each other. Okay, Joe Hardy, striker, wanted by Sheffield, Notts County, Swindon, Yeovil and Boreham Wood. 71 overall rating, finishing 11 to 15, flair, off the ball and acceleration all 11 to 15. He can play on the right side as well. Let's scout him. Former Man City, Brentford and Liverpool player who has been in the game for many, many years, 8 years by the seams in the professional, and he has played at different levels, or has been at a club at different levels from Premier League and Championship. he had a transfer, obviously was released from Liverpool. There is not much to go on his previous game history. Perhaps 3 seasons, obviously, since we started it, but it's not good for the last 3 seasons we have. He's 24, English. His career really hasn't come to much if he has no professional games and if he has not got a club at this point. So, if we're going to look to move forward now, we are playing Lincoln, who are 17th and who are only 3 points in front of us. They have -2 goal difference themselves. We've started to find ourselves in a bit of a rut again and on a bit of a losing streak or form. So by beating Lincoln, this would turn things around for us, which would be really, really important, which is what I really hope that we can do. So 3 points would be important, as they are each and every game. But having 3 points here against Lincoln, who are only a few points ahead of us, just means that it would be more beneficial for us to try and turn things around and to drag Lincoln into this relegation and for us to move out into a more comfortable position. So, away from home again against Lincoln City, we can only hope for the 3 points once again and look to play for those points. I would like to get any point on the bag though. Every point is going to make a difference. Every point is going to add up. There's plenty of games left to go, but they're not easy games. There's going to be a lot of difficult games throughout the season. There's going to be a lot of difficult clubs and teams that we're going to come up against. A lot of informed quality players that we have. I just think that if we can accumulate the points here, there, try and get some good runs going, we will survive the season and we will remain a Championship 1 club. So where the series is going to go, it means that we're going to either stay in this league, or on 23 will look there, that we're either going to stay in this league, and then what can we do, which is going to be really interesting, as I previously said, the signings, etc, etc, or as the weather, we go back to League 2 and what changes we can make and whether we get promoted if the club decide to keep me in charge. But anyway, looking at Chelsea under 23s, which just won 7-0 against Exeter, including 1 own goal, one of their players, Daryl Doyling, scored 6 goals. He's valued at 2.3. Let's scout him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas with a yellow area. It looks like he can play mostly as a striker, but also on either right or left side. Amazing game that was there for him. He's played 18 games, starting 12 in non-competitive with 20 goals. Playing in the Papa John's Trophy twice with 6 goals. He is on a tremendous form for Chelsea. He's only 17 years of age. Done quite well last year and didn't do too badly for that season, considering he would have been about 15 then. We are scouting the boy. I think if he's 17 we can't make a loan offer. Okay, we might not be able to make that loan because of the fact that the window isn't open for a loan. Okay, we're definitely going to keep tabs on this boy. Declare add as a transfer target. Transfer, we're definitely obviously not going to get him for a transfer. I would like to take him on loan. He'd be a great signing for us to have on loan, especially in League 1, especially with the form that he is on. And looks like he's scoring goals. It'd be great for him to have some first team experience. Obviously Chelsea may feel a little bit different about that, and that being 17 years of age, nurturing him in the under 23s, under 18s may be more beneficial to him to remain fit, remain in good form, and obviously try and nurture him, keep him away from injuries. But they could then swing it the other way, and having that first team experience and seeing whether a loan would be beneficial to him could be possible. It'd be great for us. Obviously Chelsea would want a player who was in that fine form and showing that quality to have the right loan for them, because they don't want him to have a wasted loan. So it's very much where can we go from here. But anyway, we're going to keep an eye on him. So we're here on game day once again. Games are coming thick, they're coming fast. Just make these key changes as I do each and every game. So I really hope that we can get the points here against Lincoln City, who are around these relegation places, and that we can pull ourselves out of relegation place as well. So here we go into kickoff. Let's skip, bang, here we go. So come on, Newport County, let's try and get the 3 points, which is really good for us. So come on there. Okay, we're not off to the greatest of starts, as our opposition seem to be doing really well attacking us. Yep, 1-0 down, obviously. Just come on, County. Come on, County, come on, come on. Let's try and get into the game, come on. Okay, good save there. We just really need to break away. We need to try and counter-attack. We need to try and score. Good shot there, but a good save. But good that we are getting the shot off. Come on, Newport County. 2-0 down. Here we are. Lincoln will be happy with the result. Obviously, the run that we were on is good enough for a handful of games, which isn't good enough, but we seem to be back in the game here. Dom Telford by scoring. I just need us to improve what we're doing. So come on, Newport County. Okay, 2-1 down at half time. There is 45 minutes for us to turn things round and to try and get at least a point out of the game. So come on, Newport County. Come on, let's not concede any more, but let's try and go and score some more. So come on, Newport. Let's do it. Come on. Good save there again. We just need to score. We need to really take our chances. We really need to be clinical. Come on, Newport County. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just need to score. Just need that bit of luck, and we just need to score. Come on, Newport County. Don't concede. Good, we didn't concede there. Toure not having the greatest of games, so we're just going to make a swap here for Ryan Hillier. And he's in danger of being booked, so let's bring him off as well. So, Aaron Lewis, 6.5, not doing well left back here, so we're going to bring on Scott Bennett to try and make that difference there. 6 there, not doing well in centre midfield, so let's just make a quick change. Let's put Bennett in midfield, and let's put Demetrio at left back. Yes, good, 2-2, Jack Evans, come on County. Come on, yes, we're still going to make the change, yes. Oh, why is Bennett on the right side? I must have dragged him to the wrong position. Oh, I dragged him to the wrong position. I don't want him on the right side. Okay, the only thing we can do is put Scott Bennett in centre mid and put Josh Sheehan on the right wing. Oh, there we go, we conceded. frig me, we've not got the draw, which is one of the most important things. Yet, God, Dom Telford, why are we not scoring? What did you do? Literally pass it and go, oh, there's the ball, you can have it back. Come on, we should be scoring those, for goodness sake. Oh, at least we were in this game. At least we've got only -1. It shows that we can be in the game, so I really hope the board take this in consideration. But it shows that we got foundations to turn things round. We just need to improve defensively. We need to improve on our attack and the way we're scoring. We just need to make those improvements here. But 3-2 loss, not the worst loss in the world, but we are in a game. We are against Leyton Orient now, who are 24th. So getting 3 points is going to be really, really beneficial against another team that find themselves in a relegation battle. And if we can turn things round, it's going to be really beneficial to us. So, come on, Newport County. Let's beat Leyton Orient. And let's try and turn things round. Let's try and get a win on the cards. Let's try and take a bit of confidence from it. And let's try and get 3 points on the scoreboard. Come on, Newport County. We can do this. Come on, Newport County. Okay, good idea. Hold everyone's spirits. I hate these because they always go one way or the other. I know we can do better. We've not been playing really well. We have been doing good work. Yep. Okay, some are encouraged, some are agreeable, some are determined, some are insistent. You got one angry here in Yannick Toure. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, good. Oh, that's exactly the reaction. All angry. I friggin' hate those. I absolutely friggin' hate those. Well, I'm glad that we were looking to be, a bit infuriated because we're being realistic in the way we're playing, and it's down to everyone involved. I'm glad that there's some players who would look inspired or would want to turn things around, and that's exactly what I'd be looking for. But if they can't handle that, then emotionally that they can't deal with it either. But we certainly need to turn things round sooner or later. So, come on, Newport County. It's going to be a lot of hope here, and you're going to hear me say, come on, Newport County. Oh, we're going to play Carlisle in the first round there. Fourth round. This game is amazing, but it can be ridiculously frustrating at times, especially when you want to try and get the results in, especially when you're losing games which you should hopefully or realistically should be winning. But that is the game, and that is one of the thrills of Football Manager. Okay, really hope for a good result tomorrow against Leyton Orient at home, one of our relegation rivals. So come on, County, let's get 3 points on the scoreboard here. Let's try and turn things around. Really, really hoping so. Okay, yep, let's do it. Okay, team selection. Put pick there. Okay, submit the team. Okay, come on, let's get 3 points. Come on, let's get 3 points. It'd be another significant 3 points here, especially against a team that is in a relegation battle itself, and they're going to be lacking form and fitness as well. We just need to be scoring more. I think obviously one thing that we're really struggling with is the goals that we're scoring, so it shows that we need to bring in more of a goal attacking threat. Obviously, hopefully we can sign the young Chelsea boy on loan, or maybe one of the reasons that he's not turned 18 yet, and therefore we haven't been able to sign him on loan potentially. But I really hope that we can bring him in, because we do need more attacking threat up front. We do have a number of players available for us, but they don't seem to be in the finest form or the most clinical of players that we're looking for, especially when we need them to score goals. Oh, we really shouldn't be allowing Leyton Orient to have chances there. We're really struggling this year. We're not doing too badly defensively, but we're not doing too great. We need to do better attacking, so there's a lot of areas for us to improve. So again, oh, unlucky there. Come on, Newport County, let's do this. I think this is going to be really interesting where the season's going to go. One of the best saves I've ever had on Football Manager was many years ago. I think it was on maybe potentially 14 or 15, Football Manager 2014 or 15, and I was manager of Wolves and they were in the Premier League. And I think it was a case of we were sat in relegation most of the season, and it came right up until the end of the season, and it came down to the final game. And we won the final game, and we ended up finishing 17th, just outside of relegation, because we had won and the other team needed to lose, which they did. And we ended up pulling a miraculous save in the Premier League and stayed in. And that was one of the most enjoyable seasons of Football Manager I've ever had. Just the most unfortunate, upsetting thing was that I was sacked by the board, and I thought, really, I know we were struggling all season, and it came down to a bit of luck in the final game of the season. We've conceded here. That's absolutely dog shite. But I would have thought that, right, there's a bit of potential here, bit of investment, right signings. This manager's got opportunity to turn things around. If we're losing at home against a team that is struggling and is lower than us in terms of Leyton Orient, this doesn't really show much confidence or what is to come for the remaining games or games to go. We seem to have hit a bit of a good run. We seem to have been doing well for the short amount of time that we were doing well for, but now we're really struggling at the moment once again. And if we're losing to Leyton Orient, which is a huge 3 points for them, and they'll be laughing on their way home knowing that they've pinched the 3 points, and especially against us, and that our fortunes have ended up worsening, then this is a shocking result. Shocking. Another tragic loss for us, which isn't good. 1-0 at home against 24th place. It doesn't really show that there's a lot for us, or it doesn't show that there's confidence in the way that we're playing, or that we should be winning games like that. We should be beating Leyton Orient. We're very good attacking. 2-0 win, comfortable at home. Put 3 points on the board, move outside of relegation, take confidence. But we're not. We're really struggling at the moment. We have Hull at home now. Hull aren't a bad side. They're usually quite strong. So, it's going to be a very difficult game at home. I just really hope that we can secure some points here, because we need to end this run. We don't want to be on a run where we're losing. We just need to be ending the run, and we need to be improving our fortunes. At least in the game against Leyton Orient, we were in that game by only losing 1-0. I just think we could have done a lot better. So come on, Newport County. Let's really hope that we can do this. Come on. At home now, the Hull City, and then we have Plymouth Argyle, who are 19th, so they're another team close to us in this relegation area. Wilmot, Wharton, 17 years of age, Welsh, not doing too badly, doing very well. Defender centre or striker centre, two completely different positions. Dylan Wilmot, he seems to be doing quite well. Our youth players coming through seem to be involved and doing quite well, so that's really positive to see. Yep, let's do it, and do it. Come on, County, as you obviously heard me say a lot so far. Come on, County. It's certainly one thing that you'll definitely continue to hear a lot of as well. So come on, Newport County, let's certainly try and get these 3 points. Off to a shocking start. 1 minute in, 1-0 down at home to Hull City. We should be doing a lot better. So come on, County, I really want us to do a lot better and try and get involved in the game. Not doing too badly, but not doing too well at the moment. Good to get a shot away there. Comfortable for the goalkeeper though. Good offside, defensively organised. 23rd place at the moment, 10 points in 14 games. We got too many losses for what we should or need at the moment. We just really need to be getting points where we can. Come on, County. Demetrio on a yellow card there at centre back. Swan got the shot off, didn't really challenge the goalkeeper as such. Quite even in attacking, 3 shots each, 1 on target for either side. We are in the advantage by having 1 more corner. There we go, we're evening this out. It's quite a close game at the moment. It's just a shame that Hull were clinical in their chance and are 1-0 up, and that we're just struggling to score. If we can pick up a few more points and move outside the relegation places, good. I'm glad that was disallowed because that was a really poor goal to have conceded. If we can move outside those relegation places and get to the January transfer window and make a signing that is beneficial to us, by getting in more of an attacking player and hopefully another defensive player, this may be beneficial to us, but I really hope that we can move outside of relegation and that we can make a good signing for us. I hope that we can sign Dan Butler for that left side to support Aaron Lewis and have that rotation on that left side and challenge, as well as have someone who played at this level, hence why Dan Butler left Newport County to play at a higher level, and that he is willing to return, especially having a contract which makes him available at this period of time. I think after this game we're going to have a quick look at Dan Butler and look to where we can get whether he'd be willing to re-enter contract negotiations. But anyway, here we are. Come on, Newport County, come on. Yep, let's swap Swan there for Ryan Hillier. Let's swap Yannick Toure off for Collins. Good. And let's put Hawkins at the back for Demetrio. And then we got 1 less risk there by going down to 10 men if Demetrio was to get a second yellow. Okay, we're still very much in this game. We've had 8 shots, 3 on target. It's obviously very clear that we're just not taking our chances or scoring, which we really need to do. You know, we are in the games. We're not doing too badly. You know, if we are losing, it's not by many. We just need to score more. There's a lot for us to improve and do. We just need to turn things around. So we're 10 minutes to go. Can we score 1? Doesn't look like we're going to. Seems to be that we're lacking that confidence or just clinical edge just to nip 1 in. It's just a shame really, because some games we seem to be scoring some great goals and have the confidence, then other games we just can't even seem to tap 1 in. All we need is that 1 goal just to get that point, especially against Hull City. Any point would be helpful, any and every. Can we break away here? Dom Telford's on the run. They look to be well organised there. Hull in recovery. Can they see out this game? Be great 1-0 win for them. Awful for us. Another loss on the scoreboard. Yes, it is. Another loss at home. Not too confident. It wouldn't be great for the fans being behind their team with continuous losses. Not much confidence there. Why would you come and see a team that's constantly losing or is in a bad form of run? You know, especially a small club like Newport County in terms of where they are in the structure of the pyramid of football, and the resources they have available compared to other clubs. But this is where we're at. We're currently 1-0 down at home. Yes, it is worrying because Lewis Collins has come back into our first team and he just seems to not be consistent and seems not to be scoring enough for us. But we will have him in the first team because it does give us fresh legs. He is a young player, he does have potential. He has come through the youth academy, he can score when he does. He just needs to continue his form. We just need to improve what we're doing here at Newport County. And I just think it's a case of the players we have available rather than the way we are playing. Is this a case of the way we're managing the team or the way I am? Am I being adaptable? Am I getting the players to fit the tactic, or am I using a tactic to fit the players? That's where the real question is within the game of football. And if we're not changing the style or our tactic, are we staying true to our philosophy? Are we staying true to our principles and style? And then that's where the absolute art of coaching comes down to. Can you stay true? Jose Mourinho has always said, stay true to your own philosophy and style. Perhaps in real life people will question that because of what Jose has done in the recent years, and that he hasn't won a league now for quite a few years to come, and where Spurs are in the league. But again, does he have the squad to do that for him? I don't think so for Spurs. But I think if you have a philosophy, it's about staying true to it, and if that's the way you like to play, go for it. But you need to find changes to make sure your style works and to make little tweaks, and that's what Pep Guardiola's done. He's found a style. Now it's all about tweaking it to see how he can make that improvement, to make sure he can stay at the top, to make sure his teams win. And I think that's what Mikel Arteta has done at Arsenal. I think, yes, good. Will Swan there has scored 1-0. Good. We will take confidence here. But as I was saying, I think how's that a penalty? It must have been such on the edge of the box. We should be saving those. It's only his second goal of the season. Suddenly 4 minutes in, on the 5th minute. Now that would be, suddenly it's 1-1 in this game. It's not good enough. We need to score. Come on, County. Come on, when that window pops up. Come on, Hats. I want you to do it for me. But yeah, as I was saying, I think Mikel Arteta has found his way in life, his philosophy and the way he wants to play football. But things haven't worked out for him as such, so he's tweaking it and he's trying to improve his own style, which will benefit the players. And once they get playing, I think they'll have a good team to beat there. But I just think he needs that first team management and that time managing his team and continuing to learn the league, learn about the players, and make those tweaks as necessary, which will benefit him, his style, and Arsenal as well as the players. But anyway, back to the game in hand. He just almost broke away there. It was a good save there by King. It would have been a great goal for him to have scored. Poor for us to have conceded. I think this game was very much for the taking for us. There we go. Jack Evans has scored his 4th goal of the season. 2-1 up now, 21 minutes into the game. Come on, County, don't concede. They seem to be doing well here. He's got his shot off, but it's outside the post. 8 shots, 5 on target, 4 and 3 for Plymouth. We're very much in this game. 2-1 up. It's all for us to lose. We just need to be making sure that we get the 3 points here. A point would be fine, but 3 points is what we're aiming for and be more beneficial to us. 13 points in 15 isn't great, but we will take 13 points in 15, and it will allow us to continue building, and it will allow us to be in that relegation battle. I don't want us to be in a relegation battle where we're sat bottom of the table all season. I'd rather us be in a relegation battle where we're just that one place between us and safety, which would allow us to be in and out. But I don't want it to be a case towards the end of the season, if we're out of that relegation place, then it might be a case of us slipping back into that relegation place and bang, suddenly we're relegated. So we need to try and work to make sure we're well outside those relegation places, or that we are comfortable if we are. So if it's a case of where we're just one place above relegation, if it comes down to the final game of the season, where the team behind us would need 3 points to stay up, then we want to be in a place where we got good goal difference, and if they did win, it wouldn't mean that we would go down, or if it would come down to them just needing 3 points, we would do well. But come on there, Will Swan 3-1. See, we can turn things around. This tactic can work at the best of times. We just need to make continuous improvements. We just need to be scoring. We need to be taking that confidence. So come on, Newport County. I really hope that we do. It's really important for us not to concede here. Really important for us to get the 3 points and take this confidence. Come on, Newport. 3-1 up. We really can. Come on. Come on, County. Let's just have a quick look. 6.6, 6.6, 6.7. Players there to make slight little improvements to what they're doing. 6.5. Telford has dropped there. So can we bring Telford off? I think so. Yes, he's going to come off here on the right side. Can we swap him for... Let's swap him for Yannick Toure. Let's bring Toure off and bring Hillier on. So that's 2 changes up. They've conceded. Let's bring Dimitro off. Let's get some fresh legs at the back and bring a yellow carded player off. Let's bring the experienced Scott Bennett on. Their striker there was running away with the ball there because he knows it's just a case of scoring 1 more goal to make it 3-3 and gain the point. Or if they work hard enough and score 2, that they can pinch a win here, which would be an absolute steal and good 3 points for them, and our heads would be in our hands if we were to lose that. As much as it'd be great for Plymouth and their tactical approach and how they made changes in this game as to get the 3 points, it would be shocking for us to give away those 3 points and would show bad tactical management for us. Anyway, can we see it through? Minute after go. Good. That will finish the game off. Yannick Toure, bang, header, 4-2. Thank you very much for the 3 points. This is real confidence here. 4-2 at home as well. Some good goals scored. Good, thank you. We will take those 3 points. There's a lot of inspiration and motivation there. Thank you, Swan. 2 goals there. You were superb. Thank you. Yes, you was. 22 years of age. He is on loan from Nottingham Forest. Can he have the best season of his life where he's playing games, where he's scoring, where he's getting assists, where he's getting man of the matches, where his average rating is at its highest? So I don't want him to end up going out. That ends up our 6-game endless win run. We're now outside of relegation again. This is such an interesting run where we're at. You know, I really think that we can stay up. I really think that we can stay in this league. I think we can make a few signings which will complement and benefit our squad, as well as work with the players that we do have, and we can develop the young players. Scrimshaw is a player that was on fine form for us. He is available for loan. He was recalled and now just seems to be sitting around in the Bournemouth reserves, doing very well in the reserves, which it seems. It's been played in the first team twice, hasn't done that well. He would be more beneficial by coming back out on loan to us, which would be one of the most important things. Cannot be registered until, yeah, okay, so again, I think that's just a case of getting to that window. So we've got 2 strikers there. I would like to bring Scrimshaw in. I think he fits our tactics and style very well. He has tremendous amount of quality. He can score, and I just think if he came in, he would end up doing really well. Yasmin Hughes, our boy, out on loan to Dagenham and Redbridge. Vanarama National, not doing too well, not too happy. We can't recall him yet. That's one of the most frustrating things. But anyway, we got Cambridge away now. They're only a place above us. If we could win, it'd be another great win, another 3 points, and we could leap them in the table, I would hope. Let's just have a quick look at the table. Yes, we could leap them, because if we scored, it would take our goal difference down, add to theirs, we'd be on 16. And it would hopefully put breathing space between us and Leyton Orient, as well as relegation places. So let's really hope that we can turn things around, and if we can get 3 points here away from home against Cambridge United, it's going to be really beneficial for us. Such an interesting save where we're at the moment, especially in this episode and series. I really think that, you know, it's going to be an interesting run throughout the season, and what this series is going to turn out to be, and what these episodes are going to be in. This is obviously the longest episode to have watched or stayed with out of all of my series and what I've done so far. And I was just having a quick look around on YouTube yesterday at some of the other streamers on Football Manager, and some of their episodes or some of their uploads are only 45 minutes long, and I thought that was really interesting. And I'm coming up to over 2 hours here. So, you know, whether it's just to play with different timings or little snapshots, or whether someone watches and comes back to it, I think, you know, it's definitely how I'm going to be looking at the different ways of going with the series and episodes. But at the moment, I'm in the middle of a really good save here with Newport County, and I just think the episode's going really well. We're in a really interesting place, but not a really interesting match, because we're now 1-0 down to Cambridge United, which I'm unhappy with. We're not off to a great start, because they are on 2 shots, 2 on target, 1-0 up, and we've had no shots so far. So it's not really good game for us so far. We need to certainly turn things around, score, change the dynamic of the game. We need to sharpen up defensively and as an attack because we yet to have a shot on target. Good, Toure has scored. Good. That's his 6th goal of the season. 1-1. We're straight back in the game. We just need to do better defensively, do better attackingly. But we're in this game. But yeah, I just think this is going to be a really interesting series where we're going to go. There's a lot to be covered. I think it's going to be continued interesting run. I think there's going to be a lot that's going to come from it. What decisions am I going to make? I just think this is going to be really, really interesting, really fun, and I hope you guys continue to enjoy it and stay with it. Unfortunately, now we're down 2-1. Harvey has scored again. Harvey Nibs for Cambridge United is obviously a clinical player. 2 shots, which he scored from. They've had 4 on target. They scored 50% of them, which makes them 2-1 up. We've had 7 shots, only 2 on target, which shows that we should be doing better to get more on target, but the ones we are getting on target, we should be scoring. As I say, each and every game, we are just not clinical enough. We're not taking our chances. We should be doing a lot better, and that's therefore whether these players are good enough for the league or whether it's their positioning or the way we've set them up. But I really think the way we've set them up is a good way of playing. They can hit form. It's just down to their own personal performances, and that they really need to improve the way that they're playing and take their chances a lot more. But anyway, here we go. We're just about to... Oh, there we go. Harvey Nibs, thank you very much. He's absolutely flying. Matty Dolan hasn't had a good half. Let's get him off. Let's get Hawkins on to deal with him. Come on, County. Let's just get 3-2 back in the game. This would be great for Cambridge because it puts 3 points between them and us on the relegation. It gives them breathing space. They'll be happy with that. But it also means that there's more pressure on us as we stay in and around this area. But again, we are in the game because we have scored 1, and I just think that we can continue to be in our games as much as possible. We just need to improve on little things here and there to continue improving our overall situation this season. So come on, County, come on, let's try and turn things round. Let's try and at least get another goal. .15 minutes to go in this game. Okay, yep, let's make that change there. Not happy at the 3-1 loss because I really thought we could have took 3 points here, but again, we're not doing well enough. We're just not scoring. We need to tighten up defensively. I sound like a broken record. I know I do. It's just a case of we really, really need to improve what we're doing and how we're doing it. But this is where we're at the moment. We're 3-1 down to Cambridge United away from home. Hat-trick from their striker. 4th goal there from Tom Nicholas. Not really happy losing 4-1. We've had 15 shots. Only 3 are on target, and we've only scored 1 as a result of it. They've had 7 on target and they've scored 4 of them. So it shows where their strikers are at and shows where we're not at and where our defence is as well. A lot of improvements to make to this squad. We're coming up to November now, my 30th birthday in the game. We're now sat 23rd, but we're still very much in and around that. We're only 2 or 3 points behind some teams. Whoops, so Campbell's just been sacked by MK Dons. Okay, let's look at where we're currently at. We now have Swindon Town away from home, who are 5 places above us. Last time we played them, we beat them. So I really hope for the fact that we can beat them in this game as well, and that we get the 3 points. So if you look at our form, we had a great pre-season, shocking form there, done well to turn things around in 4 games, had a very bad form, 1-1, and now it seems like we're going to be on bad form. It's just a shame that we haven't been able to continue the form that I thought we had here. I thought we were going to turn things around, and if we continue that bit of form, we'd be in a better place than we are now. Plenty of games left to go throughout the season. Plenty of fixtures, plenty of interesting areas to go, but that's where we're currently at. I'm going to leave it there for the time being because I'm very conscious of the fact that this episode is well over 2 hours now. I'm just very thankful if you have stayed with the entire episode itself and that you are continuing with the series. I know it may be a bit frustrating by watching this yourself. You may be going, right, you could do this different or do that, and I haven't. But again, please just leave your comments. I'm just playing the game for a bit of fun. Just love a bit of Foot Manager and just seeing where we can take the run and whether our tactics will end up taking us out of relegation. And where we're going to go. But I really think that the continuing episodes and series is going to be really, really interesting. And I'm just thankful to you guys. Again, hit me up on Twitter. Really hit me up on the YouTube comments. I'm always looking to improve what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. Even on streaming or the game itself. But I would like to thank you for staying with it. And I am Red Tonto 13. And I hope to have another episode for you this week, if not a handful of more. But thank you very much. Take care, guys. Stay safe. Red Tonto 13. Thank you very much.